We are
alive. We are live. Good morning. Long time no see to them.
Yes, for sure.
Man, so we didn't plan on taking such a long break, but we did. Good Morning Disney is the new name. What do you think? We've been fighting with Disney News Today. Good Morning Disney. Been thinking about it for a while. Really pushed hard to come up with a name. I think Good Morning Disney is the way to go. I really do. It's us in the morning. We talk Disney. We talk about the news of Disney. We talk about what we are excited about in the world of Disney. Sometimes it's topical and something in the news. Sometimes it's an anniversary. Sometimes it's, hey, we got a trip coming. Yeah. Good Morning Disney just seems to fit, and I like it. Good Morning Football, one of my favorite shows. I don't watch it ever, to be honest, but I love it when I do. Mm-hmm. Good Morning America, a show I've never watched probably my whole life, but that's probably not true. I'm sure I have. But it just says in the name, like Dole Whip Dad, the channel, what are we talking about? Disney things. Good Morning Disney. You're not going to come and listen if you hate Disney. I've actually had a couple friends come in. Hey, I hate Disney. So it tells you right off the bat you're not going to want to be in our show. Yeah. But hopefully it tells you right off the bat that you will want to be on our show because we're going to talk Disney things. I hope you guys like it. I do like it.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to have to change our opening, We Are Live, because now it's going to be Good Morning Disney.
Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. I like that. I love me some Robin Williams. Can we get Aladdin to do it? That would be,
that'd be
or
awesome.
The genie to do it would be even better. Let's say hello. Can we please borrow the genie? Either one, the original or the second. I love them both. Hannah with an L in the house. Myers with the mouse in the house. How's the air conditioning? Actually, I've got a fan on. And the whole thing.
It's a little humid today.
Yeah.
A wee bit.
I'm over it. Sure Nut 60 in the house. Misty with a D in the house. What's going on? Cheat meal. Food Cat in the house. What's going on? Dean Bancroft. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member of the channel. We talked about memberships last night. Interesting conversation. Big Disney fan. Keith in the house. What's going on? Magic of the Mouse TV. I've got good news for the world and Magic of the Mouse TV specifically, but I'm not gonna have to. I'm gonna let you see it. Dun 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 dun. Chico's bail bonds is me. Chico for the left fielder, locker room attendant. Chico is fun to say. Locker room attendant for the Dodgers, kind of a LA Dodgers legend this year. So I named my fantasy baseball team Chico's bail bonds, and Bill named his team Magic of the Mouse because he's Magic of the Mouse. It was close. It was like a week and a half game. I was winning the whole time until 2 days ago, and then he took the lead. I'm like, I'm going to lose at the end.
Wow.
But I pulled it off. So, Bill.
Exciting stuff.
Always loved you, but we'll continue to love you for this week because I get to brag about the big win in the Fantasy Baseball League. Disney YouTuber, creator, vlogger, blogger. It's a fun thing. Anyway, Bill, sorry. Not sorry. Myers the Mouse saying to pop the like button. I appreciate that. Everybody saying hi. Alyssa Stenberg in the house. What's going on? Mara Memphis in the house. My mom in the house. Theme Park Lifestyle in the house. Great name. I love that. Do you guys see Splash Mountain Logs? Yeah, we're going to talk about this morning. We'll lead off with that since you mentioned it. Jackie's in the house. RV to Disney. Stevie Lee's in the house. Good morning to you. I love good. I'm good. Thank you. I think it's a fun name. Surfer girl. Tell your wife I said hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hannah says to say hello.
Hi, Hannah.
Hello, Jeff's wife. I like that. Hello, Jeff's wife. JLB Nerdy in the house. Hey, Jenny, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. You're welcome. Got AC fixed Thursday afternoon. Good. Well, Friday broke. Shut up. It broke again.
Someone else just had that happen.
We have good friends who actually, the family was over. We had a birthday party at our house yesterday.
Mom's house. Her AC broke. They came out and fixed it, and the next day it was out again. And they
That's not fixing it.
$1,000 worth of Freon in it.
I'm not an AC expert, but that's not how you fix things.
That wasn't fixed.
I could do that.
Oh, your mom said George went upstairs today and then came back.
George is the dog.
He loves us.
George is awesome.
And he's been waiting for us to come back for 3 days.
So somebody mentioned, oh no, the flume ride, the log ride, Splash Mountain. I feel like it's the curse of Tiana. Everybody's freaking out because it's going to be rethemed. I'm excited about the retheming. Splash Mountain went underwater. Not really. Some video surfaced. I think it surfaced yesterday of one of the log flumes from Splash Mountain kind of underwater. And it's just somebody was being evacuated and they got a video of it. And of course, that
It's
blew up a
on the
little bit on the
track.
internet.
How would it go underwater?
I don't know. I mean,
That's weird.
I don't know. That is weird. Like there's nowhere to go. I don't know.
I mean, maybe in the little part where it just kind of free floats.
I don't know.
But
Sorry,
it's not
no
deep.
Yeah, I didn't look at it too close. I mean, I can show you. We can look at it if you like. I mean,
That's pretty funny.
it's all over. I suppose we can look at it. You guys want to look at it? Let's look at it together. Where did I see it?
So
I
when
think
they
it was on Insta.
re-theme it, they have to put my favorite firefly in there.
My favorite. I like how you said
Ray
that. My
is
favorite.
my favorite firefly. He done lost his favorite too.
And what's his name?
Ray.
Ray. I'm just trying to get you to waste a minute while
I just said.
I love how you do that.
favorite
Like, so I've told her a
firefly.
million times, like when I'm looking for something on the phone, I'm going to ask you open-ended questions so you can talk for more than 8 seconds. And
Yeah.
she always gives me a one-word answer. Why is that?
Well, because I had just
You
said.
forget that that's what I'm
Ray's
doing. Like I'm
my
staring at my dang
favorite
phone.
firefly, and you're like, oh, and what's his name?
Talk more about him would not be as fun.
And then there's my favorite alligator. So I'm sure they'll put him in the ride though, because he plays music.
I mean,
He's
I
always-
love.
Yeah, he's always trying to get on the riverboat and play himself some jazz.
Yeah.
So he's really cute too.
So
Okay.
I think this is much to do about nothing,
This
but it
is
is everywhere. I mean, this is MSN. Cheap meal food cap, $5 super
thank
chat.
you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It was
Yay.
Gracie's birthday. She's, I don't know, she's
She had
8
her,
or
she's
14
12.
or 17
she had her llama
or
party.
3. It was
She
pretty
loved
cute.
it.
It was pretty cute.
She's like, next year let's do llamas again. I was like, all right, I will.
You know,
save
that
it
that
all.
is good when the kiddo sees, enjoys it so much and wants the same thing next
Yeah.
year. You did good. She's
We
the
did.
pro at this.
We
She really
did
is.
mermaids for like 3 years.
Mermaids
So
are gold.
this year I was excited because she wanted something different, and now she's like, well, we're doing llamas again next year.
Anyway,
So-
cheat meal food cat. I appreciate you. Here's his. So it's just somebody who was
They're gonna get
being
wet.
evacuated, and they got the video, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we had the other month or two ago, we had Jungle Cruise taking on water. It's not that deep. You're gonna be okay, but it is fun. You know, I haven't been evacuated off of too many things. I haven't got any backstage video. I
Our
like
kids
it.
have,
Mhm,
but we
mhm.
haven't.
They have. I don't know how we miss it all the time.
I know it's not the biggest like woohoo was going backwards through the wild animal
Yes,
parks tram.
whoa, that was awesome. The
So that was
elephants love that.
amazing.
So yeah, well, let's tell us right real fast. So we're at the Wild Animal Park, which is now called Safari Park in San Diego. It's a shoot off of the San Diego Zoo, San Diego Zoological Society, and they have a tram. And it's not a drive around tram; it's an on a track tram, and it goes the same direction 100% of the time. Hello, Sarai, what's going on, my friend?
Kind of like the monorail, but you're in an
It's exactly
open
like the monorail,
type
only
thing.
bigger, and there's rhinos and stuff. One of the first enclosures you get to are the elephants. So you, and then you're in the elephant enclosure. We got towards the end of the elephant enclosure, and it got stuck. And they had to bring us backwards out, which they just did recently. Also, at what's the farm one that we love, Living with the Lamb. They recently did that. Had to do it. I don't know why they had to, but they went backwards on Living with the Lamb. John Morgan, good morning. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. Caitlin, Make It Blue. Good morning. What's going on with you? Hope you're having a great day. So anyway, we did that, and the elephants had only seen this thing go forward 99.999% of the time, right? So they flipped out.
They did.
It was like a Lion King
The matriarch
special.
like let out the scream.
The roars, well,
And then
scream
they
makes it sound
all-
horrible. It was awesome. It was.
They all jumped up.
They
were at
knew what
attention.
was going on,
Yeah.
but they were playing. They were rolling
yes.
around like these are like. Picture a little puppy playing, but
rolling
they're freaking
around
elephants
and jumping
and making noise and
it's
doing the
the weirdest
like if
thing
you were doing
ever.
a little kid elephant playing cartoon. This is what they were doing.
Yes.
They had these round balls that always sat there. They never did anything with. They interacted with. I wish I had video of it like
I
that.
know.
Like,
It was back when I have a few
pre-video.
pictures of it.
Do you really?
but you
Oh, I don't
didn't-
know that.
Yeah, but
Well,
it didn't show like really what they were doing.
it's one of my
Still
favorite
pictures.
things that's ever happened to us. Like I love it. We've had some
Yeah.
pretty neat stuff happen, and we had some pretty neat stuff happen there. But that stands
Yeah,
out. as
that
one
was
of the best things
amazing.
ever.
They all of a sudden put on a huge show. for
They
us.
were performing. They knew
It was
something was
great.
different, and
Yeah.
she worked there, and it was. I love it. I want to do it again. Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Hey, I want to do that ride, and hey, I want to go backwards. I don't
As soon
think
as
that's how-
California lets us back in.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to stay out of California. We're getting cooler weather here in Omaha, says Missy. Nice.
Oh, wow.
You know, we're like a couple weeks away from fall.
Right.
What happened to summer? Oh, wait a minute. What happened to spring?
Well, we had one.
No.
Sort of in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they got a little bug. Oh, that's me. I wish I could see that at Animal Kingdom when elephants reacted. You know, I love the Kilimanjaro Safari ride at Animal Kingdom. And we've talked about this on the show. The officials from Disney, well, it was when you worked there, right?
Yeah.
It was when you worked there. They came out to San Diego's Wild Animal Park, the Zoological Society, and looked at, well, the ride that we just referenced and other things too. They did sketches for Timon there of the meerkats. And there was a very large exodus of some of the key people.
Yeah, they
from
came in
the animal park to Disney.
How we were doing the enclosures because they wanted it to be really open and very healthy for them. And then they wound up taking our curator of mammals. Back
well, more than that, they took a bunch. Yeah.
And some other people.
I love this. Jenny is ready for fall. I've already had my fall candle burning, so ready. You know, we're talking about it's time to put up the decorations. I think that's a this week thing.
I actually went to Hobby Lobby really quick on Saturday because I was like, I'm gonna see if there's Christmas and fall, like if there's anything
Carolyn.
That's amazing. So I didn't buy anything, but I definitely want to get my fall decorations out of the garage.
Happy birthday in 2 months, Hannah. 2 months. See, that's a girl thing, right? Like I used to think girls were like birthday and then became birth week. That became birth month. Hannah's got in a couple months. I'm having a birthday, people. Happy birthday to you, Hannah, in a couple months. Yeah, fall is around the corner. I'm ready for when you get through July in Fort Worth, I feel like everybody should get a T-shirt. Hey, we survived. So
the heat.
This year was more of an air conditioning year. I didn't. We were joking. We were up with my mom this weekend.
It was humid up there.
It was, but we were joking. You pointed out, and you were right. I haven't left the house. I mean, I'm taking it seriously. I think it's a little bit overblown, but I'm taking it seriously, and we're not going to the office as much. 2-3 times a week on the high end, staying away from people. I'm not even going to church. You're still going to church because you do some volunteer and some work there and stuff like that. But I've been not homebound, but certainly more in the home than I've ever been in my life on purpose. That's what we're supposed to do.
The big thing is we run in and grab the cash deposits for work, and then
check on staff and answer questions.
Stay in line forever in the car.
Yeah. So it is a little weird, but anyway, we had a good time. And if we did do a members only video. If you're a member of the channel, thanks for being a member. And I did put out a members only video. I kind of do the vlogs. Last year I vlogged a lot. This year, how do I say this? There are churches everywhere, says Anna. Yes, there is. What was it? Okay, I just lost my train of thought. I was reading it.
He went on the wrong train.
I did. What were we just talking about? I'm looking at
Christmas and fall and humidity.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's get back to the Disney news. Disney news and stuff. Splash Mountain. The sucker. People had to get evacuated. I think it's much ado about nothing, but it's a fun video, and I wish I had some of those.
Jackie had mentioned somewhere in chat that the issue was the bacteria in the water.
At where?
Not at the Splash Mountain getting sunk. That was the issue. The bacteria. Are you sure the water is sanitary? Looks questionable to me.
N-I-Z in the house. Ray J in the house. What's going on? It's Joey's World. The house. What's going on? Charles Ramsey, my preacher's wife, has corona. We are doing video service. Oh, wow. Yeah. So our church puts out,
we're on video every. Yeah. I mean, all our services
it's kind of a video production
anyway. Right?
Yeah. So but I hope she's okay. That's rough. But yeah, it is what it is. But I think that, for me, personally, it's been a lot of staying home, which is just weird. I mean, we just doing it because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It's
funny for us, like at church, we have an international ministry with our church. So we have always had international e-members all over the world.
Yeah.
We've always had multiple channels that you can, and Roku and that stuff that you can watch the services. But what changed for us was the children's program, which involved me and Peyton more, where all of a sudden, because we didn't have all that online before, but all of a sudden we had to do the virtual kid services. And that was a scramble, but it was actually awesome. And now they're going to go ahead and stay with filming them and making them. So we'll always have children's programs too, which is really cool. And the videos and the fun captain's corners. If you ever see like my Facebook, you'll see some of the funny things.
Yeah, it's fun. I think that from churches to schools. You know, I heard somebody pretty smart say Peloton. We just bought a Peloton. We're gonna have a Peloton. I got to lose some weight and all that stuff. And they talk about how Peloton and others like that are bringing the going to a gym service, the situation indoors into your house, and how other companies, other industries need to do that too. Like education needs to do that, where everybody's freaking out about how we're going to teach our kids. I think there's going to be a hybrid of homeschooling versus public schooling versus private schooling. All those things are going to have to come meld together a little bit. And I think people think it's for a couple months. I think it might be for longer than that. I think people are talking about how it's harder now. No, it's just new, people. So anyway, I think that, you know.
I am surprised with how many parents that we've had that have always been public school are switching this year. Like, because we run the co-op, a homeschooling co-op. Yeah. So I'm getting like a lot of messages now with parents like, hey, when are you guys starting classes? We're going to go ahead and just fully homeschool, because they don't want to deal with the masks and all the weird stuff. So they'd rather pick their own curriculum, know what they're teaching. So we've had quite a few families that I know that are going regular homeschool now, where now mom's like, I'm working from home anyways.
Yeah.
I might as well.
Charles says, oh, yes, we're not having church except for the virtual. I just think it's not even hard anymore. You get a couple cameras up, you get some decent lighting, you get a decent
even
mic,
tiny little churches,
and you can do it for free on so many things, Zoom and YouTube and so many other places. I think that's the way to go. I do. Let's see. A couple other things in the house. Yankees are 7-1, so Joey's happy. Yeah. Be prepared, says Jackie. I like that. What is the name of the water in Disneyland? Bo something? What is the name of the water in Disneyland? Bo something. I have no idea. So anyway, so let's get to the Netflix thing. So there's a TikTok story, which is a little bit Disney, and then there's a Netflix story. Let's do TikTok really fast. TikTok is going to be banned. However, Microsoft has 45 days, and anyone else has 45 days to buy it. I'm not a TikTok guy. We talked about this a little bit on my show last night. It's just not my jam. I don't like it for a couple of reasons, but it doesn't matter. My point is, it's a security threat, and the American government is about to take it away. However, Microsoft and some others are looking to come into the rescue, and Microsoft stock is up big today, like 5-6% just this morning. It's only 9 o'clock here, so the market was only up about a half hour by the time we were here, and Microsoft is up on the idea that they might buy TikTok, the American operations. The Disney aspect of that is the head of digital services for Disney, think Disney Plus, left Disney to go work for TikTok to be the figurehead. Everybody knows it's kind of BS. No, I shouldn't say that. Not everybody knows that, but it's common. It's information that's available to people that he went there to be the American figurehead. And I'm interested to see what happens to this guy, because ByteDance, the company that is the Chinese company that is part of the Chinese government, it is absolutely it's data for the Chinese Communist government that TikTok uses, and that because of that, the federal government is about to take away its ability to do business here in America. And it's a highly profitable company, highly profitable, one of the most profitable apps there's ever been. I mean, on par with things like Pokemon Go and other ones that are huge. So the point is, what's going to happen? Well, the next 45 days, Microsoft and others, but Microsoft's going to be the winner, it looks like here, are going to buy it. And they have 45 days to make a deal, and looks like they're going to buy it at bargain basement prices, thereby saving Mr. Kevin's job over at Disney. The gentleman, I don't know, it's kind of Disney.
You're gonna buy it at bargain basement.
Yeah. So the valuation was like at 30 or 40. No, I think it might have been 50 million, and they're talking about trying to get it at 5.
Why would China sell it so cheap?
Because they don't get to work. They don't get to have it in America after 45 days unless.
How do we know that even if we buy it, they don't have control of it?
I don't know the details of it, but currently it is absolutely a Chinese Communist Party apparatus. I mean, I know that pisses people off. I'm not trying to take a political position. I mean, you can Google it. What I'm saying is not. I mean, it makes people mad. I don't know.
I just wonder how they'll make it secure, even though.
I think it must be a spinoff of some kind. I don't know the details. But currently, there's a lot of apps that are. I mean, it's spyware, and it's spyware in the truest sense of the word. Facial recognition and all that. And lots of people say, hey, they don't care. I'm not trying to take a position on that. My point is, there's an interesting angle, because they hired away the guy from Disney, and some of the federal government kind of mocked him and said, yeah, sure, you're really going to go work for them. You're the figurehead. You're getting a big check. And I mean, good for him. What do I care? But
a big check.
He did. He did.
Yeah,
But Kevin, whatever. But it's a little bit of Disney angle. And if you guys
it's sort
interested,
of a Disney angle, yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. More importantly, Netflix or what's coming? Not Netflix, Disney Plus. Did I say Netflix? I think I said that earlier. Disney Plus has a whole bunch of things coming, and it's going to be good. There's a lot of neat stuff. Obviously, Muppets Now, the first episode's out. I have not seen it. Can go on. Can it take Twitter with it? Right, Jackie? I wish it would.
Yes.
Whether it's a Chinese app or an American app, I think that Twitter is
toxic.
Yes, well said. Yeah, Chinese hackers they're not even hackers. They're just people taking Americans' data. I am not a big fan. Not a big fan. Back in the old days when I was teaching, says Mar, our faculty meetings constantly mentioned going in 21st century education. The safe at home has forced the change in education. Again, Peloton. Think Peloton. If you can get world-class teachers inspiring people to get on a bike, and certainly do that. It is what it is. I think World War I happens, and we have great advancements in all these things. It's horrible, but it's true. Are we plugged in? Because I'm getting a little bit of delay. Can you verify that we're plugged in? World War II happens, and we have all these advances. It's bad. Hey, Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels. Bad, horrible things sometimes happen, and it is what it is. But that's how we get better. I mean, what is it? When there's challenges, we create. So anyway. So a lot of TikTok talk, a lot of weird stuff. Let's get to Disney Plus. Muppets Now. Muppets Now came out. I have not seen the first episode. I was hoping to watch it last night. Just didn't get to it. But it looks like it's going to be pretty good. People seem to love it.
I read somewhere that it's kind of like the Muppet Show. Mm-hmm. They're like auditioning for a show, and it's all it's a funny little.
Again, I haven't watched it, but I hear it's the old show.
Redone. Which is fun. I hope they have the old guys in the balcony. They're my favorite.
I love them too. Stadler and Waldorf, I think. Yeah. I love them too. Which reminds me of Pete McDevitt, my buddy. I was on his show last night, and he's been doing and is continuing to do this really neat Muppets thing where he's celebrating some of the people in the Disney community. So if you haven't checked that out, get over to Pete McDevitt's channel. You can see I was on his show last night. It was pretty fun. I know you were still cleaning up for the party, so I'm sure you didn't get to watch it yet, but hopefully you get to watch it. But it was a good time. Go check that out. I love Disney Plus. After watch a while, Disney Plus is awesome. It's my jam. I sent myself a couple of these emails, so let's just pull it up. I sent them to you to talk about. Well, I don't want to read it.
I have the eight best movies coming to Disney Plus, and it looks here like Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming.
Yes.
Which will be awesome.
Did you even watch that movie?
Yes, I did.
I remember thinking that it's going to be the dumbest movie ever, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Let's see. We also have. What do you have?
I was going to say that, Bill. I wanted to be okay. I love that. I'm looking for the stuff, but my mind is really where Bill is. So Bill says that's me and Jeff and the Bell. I was thinking Kelly and me and you and Kelly, somewhere along those lines. I do think that would work. By the way, yes, Jackie using some of the emojis. I appreciate you doing that. I did drop some new emojis for the members. New emojis and new badges too.
The child.
So check those out. Yeah.
So available August 7th will be the Peanuts movie, which I didn't know that was Disney. Did you?
Well, they own everything now.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, wow, Charlie Brown and Snoopy are Disney? Because they were always at Knott's Berry Farm when I was a kid. They were not at Disneyland. So somebody else owned them a long time ago. Do you remember Snoopy's campground? And it was like a whole place? Camp area. Yeah, you could play. Knott's Berry Farm. Yes, that was fun. And then also we have, and I don't think I've seen this one, but X-Men, they're coming August 7th.
Which I don't think was Disney until recently. I think the biggest one is Phineas and Ferb, and obviously you've got The Greatest Showman. So The Greatest Showman, people were nuts about that.
Yes.
Big in my house.
Yeah, Reagan, it took her, she always seems to take a while. She doesn't want to see it when it's new. And then later, a year or two later, she did that
with Avatar.
Jumps on it, and then it's all that. She did that with Avatar. She did it with Greatest Showman.
Mm-hmm. So let's just go down the list real fast. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
So new on Disney Plus, August 2020. Bunch of highlights. Muppets Now is the headline highlight. I'm excited about it. It just looks like the original, and I can't wait to watch it. I will watch the first episode today for sure. There's So many other things. I'm not going to read the whole list, but One Day at Disney episode 136. I love those little shorts. Those are great. You mentioned the Peanuts movie. I've never seen Prince of Persia, but people love that movie.
The Sands of Time one. I remember when that was coming out, Peyton was like, I think I'm going to watch that.
And these are all in 4 days on August 7th. The list that I just mentioned. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Adventure awaits. Yes, please. More Galaxy's Edge. There's a great Galaxy's Edge Oculus by Facebook. It's a VR system. You put the thing on your head, and you can actually walk in the world that is Batu, which is the world of Galaxy's Edge.
That's cool.
That's coming out soon. I'm sure that's related to that. You mentioned Ant-Man and the Wasp. All kinds of other stuff. Episode 103 for Muppets Now, which is episode 2. Trying to confuse us, I suppose. That'll be great, but the Greatest Showman I just mentioned will be on August 14th. So I guess they're coming out every week. The 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. The Greatest Showman, hugely popular, huge hit. Lots of people's favorite all-time movie. Not mine, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. Like you guys are freaking out about it. It is what it is. It'll be on Disney Plus, and people will love that. Back to the Titanic. It's not going to be big, but I love those kinds of things. Beauty and the Beast is coming back. There's some Mars stuff coming back. I'm a big fan of that. I love that we landed SpaceX back after, I don't know, a couple months. They landed, splashed down safely. So that kind of stuff is fun. I love any of those NASA kinds of things. Alice Through the Looking Glass, underrated. Fantastic Four, which I think you might have mentioned. Phineas and Ferb. I don't care about that, but lots of people do. So there's lots of good stuff coming to Disney Plus that hasn't been on Disney Plus, and I love that.
Well, and there's this one, The One and Only Ivan.
Hey, VP.
I guess it's a spinoff from a kid's book, but that was actually going to go to theaters, and they've decided because of the pandemic to just take it straight to Disney Plus, and it's like a zoo that is in the mall, and the animals talk, so it'll be interesting. And I guess at one point they're all happy to live in the mall, but then along comes another guy that's like, hey, let's escape. So it kind of reminds me of the what's the African one where they all decide to go to the wild?
Oh, yeah. I want to say Zootopia. It's not Zootopia.
No.
The one with Schwimmer and
yeah. Anyways, it reminds
King Julian.
Yes, that
I love
so
King
funny.
Julian.
You are King Julian.
Hey, I would love to be King Julian. He's gold.
Don't touch the feet.
Hey, Google, what movie is King Julian in?
The first two are Madagascar.
Madagascar. Thanks, Google. Madagascar. Yeah. I love.
So it sounds like it's a live action CGI.
According to Wikipedia.
Hey, Google, shut up.
Which could be
canceled.
Could be bad, but could be fun. We'll see.
What's the name of that?
The One and Only Ivan, and it's coming on the 14th.
Charles says, throw it in the air and Disney will buy it. I mean, if it's profitable, yeah. There's been plenty of things that they wanted to buy. They wanted to buy Twitter a few years ago. They decided not to because it's too toxic. His words, and he's right.
Nasty.
But you're right. They have enough money. I mean, other than, the thing is, can Apple buy them? And the answer is yes. And there was talk about it. Well, the pandemic numbers came down. Apple was considering it, supposedly. So, yeah, Disney got a lot of money, but they can be bought too. There's been a attempted merge between Disney and Apple for years and years and years. That would be one of the biggest companies. Well, Apple's already one of the biggest companies in the world. So, $1 trillion valuation. So that's pretty nuts. And all the cash. Oh my gosh, I love Madagascar. I do too.
Yeah.
The penguins in Madagascar and King Julian and his little guy.
Uh-huh.
And the
little
guy.
sugar baby, or sugar glider, or whatever he is.
So funny. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. It cracks me up. Yeah, Black is King. I've not seen that yet. Boy, my daughter Peyton is so excited about that. I don't really know what it's about, honestly, but boy, are they promoting the heck out of it. I'll check it out. I think it's a cultural. I don't know. I don't even want to speak on it because I don't know what it is so much. But I'm excited about for anything like that. In this time of we have more. I love when people have always. I think people lie about how busy they are. I think people like to pretend like they're really busy so people don't give them more work to do. And I think in this day and age, even those who pretended to be really busy can't get away with it because no one. I mean, everybody has more time, right? Hey, Super Disney fan, what's going on? And it's a blessing right now to have Netflix and Disney Plus. Like I've consumed more content in the last 4 or 5 months than I have since I was a kid, and that's kind of all of us, is it not? I mean, I'm hoping to create more and be a creator, but Disney Plus would have been great anyway. It certainly came at the right time, and come on, Netflix is. There's a lot of content. Good thing, because we're watching it all. Anyway, what do you guys watch? What are some of the shows you guys watch? And more importantly to that, not more importantly, but in addition to that, what are some of the Disney Plus things that are coming that you're most interested in? For me, long term, I want the next Mandalorian thing. But as of right now, I'm so excited about the Muppets. Hey, Kadani Sean, what's going on? Hey, Jay Skywalker one still has a better last name than me. What's going on, my man? Hope you're having a great day. Carolyn, I think I said hi, but if I did, I can say hi twice, right? Hello again, Carolyn. I would not be excited about a Disney Apple merge. Apple is not Disney. Very true. They've considered buying it for years. Bob Iger has said in his book that had Steve Jobs survived, it would have already happened. Things have changed. So I don't believe it'll happen, but they could have a hostile takeover. They have enough money. They could have a hostile takeover of pretty much anything they wanted. That's a public company. They could buy a lot. Yeah, Mando series season 2 will be great. So a couple of things we've talked about today. We're a half hour in on the show. We talked about a little bit of flooding on Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
We talked about
questionable water.
A little bit of TikTok, just a little tiny Disney angle there. I guess if you're a TikTok user, the good news is it won't be going away in the next 45 days. And it seems likely that Microsoft will come out a huge winner in this, make a lot of money by TikTok and keep it alive. I'm sure things will change, but whatever. It's a little bit of Disney angles. We talked about that. And then, of course, the new things coming to Disney Plus is the big news. And then the name change. I hope you guys like it. There's not always going to be this much news. We're going to come on every day, God willing and work willing, Monday through Friday, and talk about Good Morning Disney. It's just a good way for us to start the day and talk Disney with you. And I'm saying all this to get out this question. Do you like the name? Again, Disney News Today, Good Morning Disney. They both seem to me more pertinent and searchable than Beauty and the Bates, which I like. It's fun, but that's about us. Stuff like that there. So let me know in the chat what your thoughts are on that. And more importantly, but more than that, even, I want to know what are you most excited about on Disney Plus. See, Disney Plus needs a special about turkey legs. Dean, we need to do a collab. Me and you can produce that sucker. I have Roku TV and watch too much of everything but news and weather. Charles, another Roku, Disney owned. There you go. Physically, I'm not always busy, but mentally, I'm super busy. If that makes sense. Me too.
Constantly. Yes, it makes total sense.
That is something that I don't. Like, I mean, I know you pretty well. I still don't get that. Like, you can't turn off your thinking thing.
Oh, I can when I sleep. I'm a really great sleeper. No. Like, a lot of people stay up all night thinking. No, I lay down and I'm like, okay, we're going to bed.
So annoying.
Out.
I walk in there. Hey, babe. Oh, you already sleep?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's like trying to talk. I'm like, what day is it? I can't.
Gone. From alive to gone instantly. I hate it so much. Hey, Andy O. What's going on? Welcome in. I'm glad you're here, Andy O. Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, really like the new. Thank you, Super Disney fam. It just seems more, like Andy O or anybody who comes in new, they're going to know what it's about before they hear us. And I hope it brings in people who want to hear about what's going on in Disney. Like today, the Flume ride, Splash Mountain is underwater, and Disney Plus new stuff, and it just makes sense. Jeff, I did an episode on Turkey Legs on your podcast. I haven't listened to one in a while, Dean. I'll go check those out. That's fun. You can always send me the link, buddy, and I'll listen to it on the way into work or something. I like Upside Down Magic, which is on Disney. I haven't seen that. I like Upside Down Magic. I've not heard of that. Sounds like something I would like. Dang, Paula, I wish I could do that. Yeah, I don't know if I wanted to. Like, I see
it's good.
It bugs me that you do it.
Like, so I have the new diet book that I have. It has a whole huge chapter this thick on being able to do that. Like, teach eating the proper food so you're getting good sleep and how important good sleep is. And I'm like, I could skip that 400 pages.
Yeah, but could you teach other people how to do it? I mean, here's that book.
I have to read it. I didn't. I went on.
I mean, what do you think it is? Why do you think you can fall asleep so quickly?
I don't really know. I just when I lay down, I purposely don't let my brain go anywhere.
I think that's what it is. I, like many people, I don't think my mind is too busy, but I have things going on in my mind that stay there even if I want them to go away. Like when I was stressed, why this channel started was in a time when I was stressed out.
Yeah,
I was stressed out about work and I needed to turn it off. And so we all mostly have trouble turning that off. You don't. You're able to go from I got 80 things in my head to okay,
it's time to put it in the back. And
I know that because I can ask you a question and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like we were just talking about that like 3 seconds ago. But you really do. You just kind of switch it off. It's a skill that I don't understand. Kind of freaks me the heck out.
Well,
kind of makes me think you're an alien, but
could be. people just didn't tell me if I was, but it would make sense if I was.
I mean, it's pretty
There's
weird.
a lot of
But I mean,
quirky stuff
I'm
here.
joking about it, but if you could teach it, you would make a lot of money.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'll read that.
All you just lie to people. Tell them, hey, I've got the secret of how to fall asleep, and just lie to them.
Picture a black wall.
What do you do? Like when you lay down, Disney talk. What do? Like you lay down and what? Like what's the next thing you do? Because for me, I think about what I haven't done, or what I'm going to do tomorrow,
So
or
when I
something.
Yes, when I first lay
Whatever
down,
I was just watching or listening to.
No, I don't do that
I
because I
know,
don't watch
I wanna-
or listen to anything before bed. What I do is go through like, did I miss anything today I was supposed to do? So I could put it aside for tomorrow. And then do I need to set alarms? Like my first few things is like running through what I need to do in the morning. And then I kind of just do some prayers and then I'm gone. Sometimes it's in the middle of prayers.
I believe.
There you go.
Kadani Sean says, I try to watch one old Disney movie every weekend. I just watched Swiss Family Robinson and Black Cauldron. So when people ask me what's the first thing, and they used to work. For a while there, everyone was asking, hey, what's the first thing you were gonna, and then what's the first thing you did watch on Disney Plus? The first thing I watched the first thing I watched it the second day, and I watched it 3 times in the first week, Swiss Family Robinson. Isn't that weird?
That is fun.
And that wasn't a plan.
Doing that.
I don't know why I did. I turned it on, I watched it, I didn't have a plan to watch it first, and I fell in love with it again. And it's like, what, 1950s? I don't even know. Part of it is me and you loved that, well, it's the Tarzan tree.
Yeah, it was the tree running.
I have some good memories playing on that with you, frankly.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I did that.
I don't like the stairs as much.
Yeah, I don't like it as much anymore.
Like, it's not that exciting anymore. I'm like,
it's
no,
fun to be
like
on the top. It's not fun getting there.
flights of stairs multiple times. Now we're good.
Right?
I remember what it looked like.
Tina, for sure.
I'm out.
Let it go.
Yeah, your mom says that you think about the things 30 years ago. No, you have to put the past in the behind and leave it back there. I don't think about that.
What's that from? Yeah, Mom.
Lion King.
Mom and my wife and my mom have some things in common. They do.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know.
No,
I don't know. Yeah,
we're buddies.
you're
I love
definitely
her.
buddies. But
Yeah.
there are definitely, I don't know, I guess it depends on which way you want to look at it. But there are some things that, I guess, hallelujah, right? That you guys couldn't be more different on.
Yeah.
I guess that's one of them. Mom's got, I love you, Mom. You can't get through a sentence with Mom without her asking 14 questions that are all why. And she doesn't care about the answer to any of them. It's just, what about that? What? And then what? And what is it? Why is it? And I'm like, shut
It's
up.
just a male-female thing because I can
Is
follow her. Like, we can complete each other's
Oh, I hate
sentences.
it.
Where you're like, how did you get that out of those 2 words?
Because it's dumb. It's not even real life. It's not. It's like,
It's,
you ever
I
play
already know where she's going.
where she doesn't even know where she's going. That's
I'm
crazy.
there to help her along the way.
So you ever, what's that stupid game? Charades. You ever play charades?
Oh yeah,
With
we
these
rock
2
that.
lunatics? Hi, Mom. Love
Pictionary.
you. Pictionary, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Pictionary. Oh my gosh.
It could be like a stick. I'm like,
You-
oh,
Yeah.
Disney pretzel.
It's like the sloth commercial for Geico. The sloths go, they would get it right. I remember like, what? There's nothing on the paper. It's worse with the words like
Moesha. That was the one you were so mad
yes.
about.
How do you remember that?
She got
Yes.
freaked out.
Tell the story to the people.
Oh,
She's a freaking alien lunatic.
No,
weirdo.
she had, I guess, the word more, I think, and then Mom said shorten it, and I said Mo. Oh, Moesha, and it was like
It was like
under a minute.
You get like a 2 minutes or whatever, and they got like 15 seconds left, and there's nothing to go on. Nothing. There's 0% chance. Oh, Moesha, what?
Yeah, game time. That was
Game
fun.
time, yeah. She's the least competitive person too. You know what? That's the worst too. When you get beat by somebody who totally doesn't care.
Yeah,
I mean, you want to piss me off? Beat me and totally don't care about it. That's a good way to.
that's why I'm like, with the new bike that we're getting, I'm like, do I have to compete? Because I'd rather just like bike through watching the woods or something.
Even you saying that with your arm, it pissed me off. Like,
I'd rather just ride the bike and
go through the woods.
see things without humidity.
We are such a good couple. I know the things that make us different drive you crazy sometimes, and I love them.
They drive you crazy
But
more than me.
man, this is stupid. I just want to not know what things. I lay down on the couch too. I know, that's why I said it. I lay down on the couch to watch TV late at night, and out I go. I guess I need a smart TV for my bedroom. Charles, man, I don't think it takes me a long time to fall asleep, but compared to you, it certainly does.
Right. Yeah,
Like certainly
I go right
does.
to sleep.
Like if we were comparing who goes to sleep faster, and speed is the winner, you crush me.
Mhm.
Like I don't feel a
you
need.
leave the light on and have to read for a long
I
time.
don't have to read. I choose to read. I like to consume stuff. I like to learn stuff. Like we've talked about that
Fine,
before.
except when it's like 2 and 3 in the morning.
A couple of years ago, she said, "Well, you never read anything." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I read tons of stuff," and it became,
Your
we're
phone,
consuming on
yeah.
my phone. I don't need,
Maybe we can get you those special glasses. It'll help you not like the light keep you up and stuff.
So you think that my goal when I get to bed is to go fall asleep just like that. It's not.
No.
I'm gonna look on my phone and see what's going on. I lay down on the couch. Oh, we said that right. That's cool. You fall asleep while in your knees praying. Hardcore. I mean,
No, not at all. On my bed.
I don't know. It's a little weird. It is what it is. You have to put your behind in the past. I've heard that somewhere before. Getting caught up in chat, guys. Sorry, I know I skipped a lot. Poor Jeff will never understand. I will. Matter of fact, you know what, Jackie? If I started to understand, I would know I'm in big trouble because
it's better for him to stay in the dark.
Is that where I am? Yeah, you're in the light and I'm in the dark. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to have a supervisor like that. Oh. That's why I quit playing bridge. Don't care if I win. Oh my gosh. What is worse than losing? Losing because a partner doesn't care. You know what?
We win though. We don't lose.
She just said, I quit playing bridge. I don't care if I win, and my partner used to get so mad.
It's just fun. It's about like fun and being
You
silly
are
at the table
lying
with
to my
people.
friends again. You don't have. It's not fun playing. You don't like games.
I like some.
Anything that keeps score, you're out on. True or false?
No, I love
the
charades,
vast opposite
and
of me,
I
by the way.
love Pictionary. I like games where you're up and doing stuff, not like just sitting. I love that game Spoons. We used to play that. That was really fun. Like, it just depends. If it's like Monopoly is like torture. That is the longest. You've got to sit there. Hate that game.
You
But
should
my
take
kids
your
love it.
freaking Ritalin. How about that?
No, coffee's fine. So it gets boring to me too fast.
You know what? It would be boring if we were the same. I'm glad we're
Right.
different. But you're broken. You're just broken. They say a man marries a woman like his mother. I don't know. So they do have a lot in common.
We do. Mm-hmm.
Then there's other things that I'm like, there's nothing alike.
Right.
Which I guess is just normal, right? I don't know.
Yeah. We do really excellent adventures together.
No, you don't. You're lunatics and you get lost. You don't.
No, we have GPS now. We're
Together, you don't have one, not even one. I have a clue what's going on around me brain cell.
But
Not
we have
even
so much fun.
But you don't know what day it is, what time
That's
it is,
okay.
what state
when
you're in.
Out, that's fine too. We remember when we ended up in Pumpkin Center.
So I have a good friend, Lynn, from the Lynn Project. Hi, Lynn, back there getting ready for work. She's ninja modes the show a lot. Put some clothes on, Lynn. Jeez. Anyway. I'm going to shut up. She said that she lives in Florida, and she said that a whole bunch of, should I say idiots? Yes, I should. Come down there that aren't even aware of a hurricane.
Well, yeah, I could see people doing that. They're not very smart. And then they're on vacation and they're not weather aware.
Just letting you on your own on this one.
No, we're good. I watch the weather app.
I don't want to be mean. You guys are, there's a bliss quote in there that I'll just let other people buy. 2 worst games to play in my family, Monopoly and Scrabble. I like Monopoly. Hey, Taylor. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a great morning. I like Monopoly. I think people mostly don't have the patience for it. I don't think I've ever played Scrabble. We work with kids. We play a lot of board games in our life.
Right.
We've done set up tournaments and stuff. I don't think I've ever played Scrabble.
I used to play Scrabble with the
I even know how
girls
to
every day for spelling. Like,
oh yeah, I do remember that. And we
yeah.
had, that's right. We had all the little letters.
Mm-hmm.
We still get them in our resale shop. They're like popular.
So now we
items.
use them for craft. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a big crafting item. Like we used to have. I don't think we do this anymore. But at our resale shop, we used to have a I don't know, like a bowl that you would put like candy in, but it'd be different Scrabble things, and they were very popular. People love them. Taylor just woke up. Nice. Dang.
Hey Taylor.
Welcome in, Taylor. Yes. Who else have ever been to Pumpkin Center?
Been to Pumpkin Center.
I don't know what that means.
It's right in the middle of California. And guess what? There are really pumpkins there.
It's called Pumpkin Center. I'm just the opposite, VP. I grew up with a competitive brother who always won, and I grew up to despise losing. I really, deep down, and I'm only kidding a little bit, there are 2 people in the world, people who like to win and people who lie about it. And I'm looking at you.
whatever. I don't really care.
I just don't get it. Like, I know you're telling the truth.
I mean, it's fun.
It makes no sense.
Okay, so my favorite way to win is like when someone's teaching me
Apparently
a game that I've never played and I win and I don't know why, because that's fun. Do you remember? Like, okay, poker. Like the first time I played poker, I won. And I'm like, what does this mean? And you're like, are you serious? So, yeah, that tends to happen to me. It was fun learning it, but it's not something I want to do over and over again.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's okay. You don't have to be competitive. I'm competitive enough for both of us. It's fun to beat Jeff at anything. I mean, if you ever did, I bet you would enjoy it more. Good luck. So anyway, Disney news, we talked about it. Splash Mountain had a little bit of a problem, a little bit of an overfill. Looks like a little bit of a sinking situation, although you can't really sink because it's, you can see the bottom. But a little bit of water being taken on. Talk a little bit about TikTok, probably not very Disney-y, but thought it was pertinent. Disney earnings, if you want to talk about that, I think it comes out today. 18 mold. I think it comes out today after the market closes today. Pretty sure it's today. So that'll be big. So there could be a big bump up or down in Disney stock prices tomorrow. I suspect it's going to be pretty solid. The numbers are going to be horrible, but we already know about them. But the streaming is going to be huge. Disney being a huge company that includes streaming. Streaming companies are doing very, very well right now. So that'll be interesting. If you're into the business side of it, and I'm very intrigued by that. Yeah, Tina playing with the, I got some new emojis in there. If you're new here, new emojis and new badges for the members. Check those out. I don't see any of the new badges, so I don't know if they didn't take yet. I see the old badges in here, the generic ones, or maybe you need to go in and change them. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna have to check that out. I love Royal Flush in poker. You ever get a Royal Flush in poker? I hope you got a lot of money in the pot because it's all coming to you. In poker, I like to get Ace, King, Queen, Jack. I mean, that'd be pretty good, Keith. That'd be pretty good. I've only gotten, I've played my fair share of poker, and I've only got a Royal once, and nobody put any money in the pot. It was just no fun because I could have got all the money and I didn't get in. Anyway, it is what it is. How's the new Mac? Pretty good. It's downstairs. I'm not using it right now, but I'm learning it. It's pretty good. I got it and then I got sick and we went on vacation, so I haven't got to dive into it too much. But probably this week it'll start coming into the show. Blackjack is Charles' game. Nice. I like it. I feel like I stepped on you. You were about to say something.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, everybody say hi to Team Mold. Our friend is in the house. I am well, says Mar to Jessica. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are here. Again, Disney news is the topic that we're going to bring to you guys every morning. Again, we're not going to be here 100 times a day. Think about it like a morning show on TV, but if there's an event that happens, they get superseded. It's going to be that way with work. Sometimes we're not going to make it. Since the pandemic, you can't go to work time. We've only missed one day until I got sick and then we went on vacation. So seriously, we had like a week and a half. So for me, in my mind, this is kind of the restart of it. And I'm not going to say it's going to happen forever, but I don't know why it wouldn't. I think, 5 days a week, 3 times, 3 weeks out of the month, 4 weeks out of the month. I mean, seriously, outside of we both got a cold and outside of going up on a little vacation, it really had been 100%. I mean, I think we'd only missed the one day. So my point is, this is going to be a regular thing. It's going to be 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, other places, other times, other places. But it's going to be our weekly show. We're just going to kick off our day talking Disney with you guys. And I do like the name Good Morning Disney. I do. And I hope you guys do too. It like, again, I said this at the beginning of the show, but I'll say it for anybody who just popped in. Like Dole Whip Dad is the name of the of the channel. It tells people who are Disney people, hey, this is a Disney conversation that I'm going to go see or something. I think Good Morning Disney is, hey, it's a morning show. We're going to talk about what's going on in our life, but Disney too. I have a funny story about Dole Whip Dad. I got Mark Daniel on the show. I hope you got to see it. If you didn't, check out the replay, please. Mark Daniel works for Disney Parks blog live. He's the host of a bunch of live shows and premieres. He's a good guy, really funny guy, great voice. I love him. Loved as a fan of just his stuff. He just makes you smile, and he great energy, brings great energy. So I really wanted him on the show. Had him on my show, and in the pre-show he said, "So what do I call you, Jeff or Dole Whip Dad?" I'm like, "Please call me Jeff." Dole Whip Dad is the name of the channel, but I guess because it kind of sounds like a name. I don't know. I'm always freaked out by that. Or Dev. You guys know Prince Charming Dev. When I first met Dev, he said that. Hey, it's Dole Whip Dad. Do you want me to?
Yeah,
no, I'm Jeff.
I've heard people call you like there was one lady.
I mean, it's fun. I love it.
Dole Whip.
Yeah.
And we're like, somebody,
yeah. No, that's cool. I love it. But my point is, the show is Good Morning Disney.
Yeah. Good Morning
but it's
Disney.
us. I hope that makes sense. That you made Oh, good, Keith. The intro you made me is getting popular. I'm like, oh, good. I'm happy. I'm happy that's working out for you, buddy. I was doing well until I ended up sick too. Did you get a cold too? Nice to say hi daily. Yeah, I love the idea. Oh, thank you, Team Mole. Yeah, it's a weird time to get sick, by the way, and it's sweet. Like a lot of people were, I'm sure they did to you too. Were reaching out to me. Hey, are you okay? Hey, you getting tested? Just had a cold.
Oh yeah,
Just
it was just
trying not to
all
talk.
like sinus and when
I might have had a sinus
teeth hurt.
Yeah.
We didn't have fevers or anything.
It was about the wind. I mean, my eyes are burning right now. We got a little bit of it right now, but it was just a cold. But we both definitely got hit at the same time. But
yeah.
But it is weird, and I don't want to be overly paranoid, and I'm probably the vast opposite of overly paranoid. But you do worry about it. I mean, every time I tasted something, I want to make sure I could taste it. Right? We joked about that after a while. But I mean, it's a scary time, right? So never want to get sick. But
especially
exactly,
when we were going up to see your mom.
Exactly. Well, and that's the other thing too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna call you DWD from now on. I mean, I'm down with that. You should get a tattoo.
DWD.
I'm down with that. But anyway, it was a good time. So I guess we're at the end of the show for today. Last night I was on Pete McDevitt's channel. He was in the chat earlier. He may or may not still be here. Regardless, if you didn't get to see it live, please go watch the replay. Leave him a nice comment. Watch the show. It's definitely irreverent. Is that the right way to say it? He definitely asked some questions. I've never used the word whoopee, but it was used 3 or 4 times in the show, and it's just weird. But it's fun. It's a good time. I don't know that anyone learned anything, but I hope they had fun, and I hope we made people smile. I might watch the replay on that one too, because I was in a hurry to get to the next show, which was me interviewing Mark Daniel on Disney Creators on DizTube last night, and then we had a pretty decent conversation about YouTube memberships and how to get involved with it for those of us who are creating on YouTube. I hope it was helpful. I think it was. This will be our daily show Monday through Friday. We do a Saturday show. It's a little more fun, a little more gaming.
Beauty and the Bates.
We'll see.
Okay.
Probably not. Probably no. But Beauty and the Bates, I feel like, is us.
Yeah.
The name of the show will be Good Morning Disney.
Goofy on Saturdays. Good Morning Disney is Monday through Friday.
Marketing. Anyway, so Monday through Saturday we have this show right here. Friday night Disney Pins Live wasn't live because we just got home by that time, but
right.
I wouldn't have been in any.
We had been in the car for like a million hours
straight.
We hit traffic.
But anyway, Friday night Disney Pins Live, Saturday morning, whatever we ended up calling it, and then Sunday night the 2 shows that I just talked about. Next week, Doofly Crew will be on. They're awesome. They've been on YouTube for quite some time. Lots of views, and are just a really neat family. And then we got Kenny Loves Travel, Bricked Podcast, and Brandy and Dave. Brandy and Dave have been branching out. They've got a new thing that Brandy's doing. So it's a pretty good August for my show, Disney Creators on DizTube. I hope you check them out. Oh, thank you, Team Mole. I had fun. I hope you guys liked it. Mark's a good guy. I'm assuming you're talking about the Mark show. You might be talking about the Pete show. I had fun on both of them. Oh, you had emergency surgery? Oh, that's right. I did. Everything good? I feel like you told me it was. I'm remembering now. Thank you, Super Disney fam. I had fun. It's interesting. Thank you for that nice feedback. 3 or 4 of you. I appreciate that. I did get some neat feedback. I also, on the Mark Daniel show, I lost 5 subscribers. Minus 5. I lost 2. Happens. I lost 2 on Creator Talk, and I lost 1 this morning. So I'm down 8.
You were not popular.
It's funny, you get good feedback, you get a new membership here, you get super chats here, you get really nice comments. The most when you also lose subscribers. It's interesting. Funny. I think it's taking a position. I think it's having an opinion, and it makes people happier and unhappier all at once. And I think it all goes to good. I don't know why someone would not like the show, but I'm not everybody, right? I'm not everybody. You're not. It is what it is. So, but I love it. I love sharing it. I love sharing new creators. He's certainly not a new creator, but Mark gained like 80 subscribers on his channel last night during our show.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I do
kind of have a vague, almost awake memory of maybe you coming in and saying that. I think you woke me up to tell me some of that.
I walked in the room with the light on because you're supposed to be awake and you weren't.
I'm not gonna be awake at like midnight.
Right, Jackie? I mean, I like her face more than I like my face, which is hard to believe because I love me some of my face, but I don't even know what you're referring to. But I don't understand. I love you. You're awesome. You're my favorite, but
I love you.
Don't have clue on what's going on in your brain.
Okay.
It is okay. Good thing. I like to have you as a guest on my. Oh, thanks, Keith. Let me know when. I feel like you go on Sunday nights when I go, don't you? I don't know. I don't know that for sure. Yeah, just send me a note, buddy. We'll talk about Jeff, it's like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Joey said, there it is. Jeff, it's like there was a YouTube purge, it seems, over the weekend. Well, and that's probably true too. I've talked about little YouTuber insider stuff. I did a COPPA video about 8 months ago now. And so when people are on your channel, so if you got a subscriber who never watches your show, or any of your stuff, they're going to purge them now and then. And I'm definitely in that. When I did a COPPA video, Child Online Privacy Protection Act, it did really, really well for me. And lots of new members. Lots of new subscribers, lots of views, lots of watch time. It was great, but it wasn't a very Disney show, right? And so if you had, I was waking up every day for like 3 weeks with 100 new subscribers. It was awesome. It was a blessing. Well, guess what? You add 1,000 people over a week and a half on a COPPA video, Child Online Privacy Protection Act. I'm sure of those, call it 1,000 new people.
Right.
I'm sure 50 of them, maybe if I'm lucky, 100 of them, might like my content still, but they're not all gonna like it because they came for something else.
They
so
came for information.
that's the danger in doing a video that is off topic on your channel. It doesn't matter. I mean, in the end, it all goes to good. You put out good information, and you put out good, and good comes back. I'm not trying to maximize the algorithm every moment. I mean, we do family things on the show, we do Disney things on the show. If it was just about growth, it was just about money, if it was just about maximizing every little thing, you have different channels and different segments, and I do a little bit of that already, but it doesn't matter deep down. In the end, I'm going to do what I'm having fun with. I'm going to try to spread some good information, hopefully spread some joy, and I believe the growth will come. It doesn't have to be the most, I'm not worried about missing a crumb here or there, is what I'm trying to say. But it does stink, Joey and everybody else, when you're going through some of those purges. I mean, sometimes they're purges because they're just dead accounts, but sometimes, like in my case, I really believe I had a very successful video that people came and liked, but they didn't care about the rest of my content. Well, it is what it is, and that could be happening right now too. I don't necessarily think people left because of the Mark show or the Creator Talk show or overnight because of the shows. I mean, maybe, but it doesn't seem likely to me. It's not like I had 20 dislikes. I just think it's bad timing, and it doesn't really matter. I was able to have hubby there. Oh, good. Thank you, Team Mold. I had fun with them. I mean, I look at the success of a show on the comments I get, and I woke up this morning to a bunch of nice comments on people. Hey, you were fun on Pete. Hey, I really enjoyed getting to know Mark. Thanks. Hey, I was already a big fan of Mark. Loved getting to know him. I had some really nice comments. That's how my first hour of my day was, watching Instagram comments. I haven't even been on Twitter yet. I'm sure I'll have some on there. So that's awesome. I was talking to my friend Stacy Rogers. I know she's asleep right now. She stays up too late. But Stacy Rogers said something really nice to me last night. A lot of you know her. She's a mod extraordinaire in our community. And, she said some really nice things to me that I won't repeat because it'll just make me sound like I'm bragging. But then she also talked about how not everyone, how do I say this? Not everyone is going to like everything you do. And that I feel like I'm going to brag a little bit, so I apologize in advance. But that I've helped her a little bit in not, I hope she's okay with me sharing this, in not worrying so much about what people think. And I do think that's the handcuffs that we put on ourselves that get you nothing. Like when my shows have the most positive feedback, they're also the ones that get the most negative feedback.
Right.
It is what it is. And very bluntly, to get to the end of the me and Stacy thing, because I'm trying not to, I don't really have permission to share this conversation, but if 50 people were mad at our show, but we helped one person or we made one person smile, that's totally worth it, right? Like who cares about the 50 that don't like it? No, don't take it personally, but I don't care if you don't like me. It's none of my business if you don't like me, right? I think that what we need to do, what I believe in, what I hope to share, is that we should share our us. If you know something, teach it. I think too many people know things but are afraid to teach it because they're afraid to be judged. Oh, he thinks he knows everything. No, I don't know everything. I know these things and I would like to share them, right? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it doesn't work. Or I love this. I'm passionate about bacon and my wife and baseball and Disney.
Bacon came first, by the way.
Yeah. Have you had bacon? So
candied bacon.
Oh, now you're talking. I just think that it's kind of sad that people are worried about the dislike. We joke about dislike guy. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, if it makes you happy to come into my show and click dislike, come back tomorrow.
Your
and do
name
it
is
again.
Brittany Bates then.
Right? My daughter.
Yeah.
But seriously, I mean, it doesn't affect me in the least. Now, I guess I could be that guy who lays in bed and, oh, they don't like me. I just don't understand that way of thinking. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. So anyway, I don't know. Why are we talking about that? Somebody said something that got me going. Good morning, Disney. I hope you like the new name. I hope you like the idea of the show. It's going to be us and our take on Disney.
Yeah.
I like it. I hope you guys like it too. Let me get caught up in chat, and then I think we're going to say goodbye for the day. Thank you, Team Mold. I had fun. I can do a special. I don't know what we're talking about, Keith, but okay. I like that. Oh, yes, we love your wife's show. I appreciate that. You know what? And I make fun of her, but I love having her on the show. I'm always in a better mood when she's sitting next to me, so that's good. Maybe YouTube does a purge at the first of the month. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I wish I didn't care, but I do. I want 100,000. And when you go down,
we should probably pay attention to when that happens. Maybe it is in the beginning of the month.
People do, and there's different. I know more than it's.
Okay.
It's hard to quantify. My show is on Sunday before the yeah. See, and Sundays are tough. Like Keith, I thought so. I was on Pete's show yesterday on Sunday because he's a good friend. I go early on Saturday morning, and then I don't do anything else YouTube-y. I mean, I might edit a video, but I don't go on to people's shows generally during the rest of the weekend. Why? Because it's my time to edit. It's my time to be with the family. It's my time to edit. It's my time to create. And I've got some shows. So I generally say no to people on Saturday and Sunday. If you ask me on a weekday and it's late enough, I say yes, unless I'm stepping on a friend, because a lot of my friends do it too. But weekends are tough. But I went on Pete's show because he's a really, really good friend. That makes sense? I don't know. It is what it is. Exactly, Charles. I love that. Stacy Rogers, Supermod. Amen to that. She's awesome. Every time my mom gets a dislike, she calls and asks if I did it. Because it is. I mean, my daughter, I get it. Your mom's right. Great. Is it? It's you, right? I know. Team Mold. Amen. 100,000 too. So excited. I will, and so will you, Team Mold. I have no, we had this talk last night a little bit. We'll end with this. I'm not afraid of sharing. I'm not ashamed of telling people what I'm going to do. I mean, God willing, if He allows me to stay on the planet and I stay healthy and I don't get bored with it, and I'm gonna get 100,000 subscribers because I want to. And the math is the math, and the snowball is the snowball. And I shared last night how much I'm making on YouTube and how it's going to grow and all those things. And I get it, and that might be part of it. It turns people off. I told people how much money I'm making in the next 28 days. I told people what I was 12 months ago. I told people what I'll be making 12 months from now. It turns people off. People don't like to talk about money. I mean, I talk about capitalism. I talk about free enterprise, and I make fun of socialism, and I make fun of stupidity. And I get it.
And that's where you'll have some people not want to be here. But
truth is truth. And I have a strong opinion about things.
They're not going to be like-minded. They're not going to want to stay. So
I don't know why you'd be here now then. But it doesn't matter. My point is, I'm not going to take it personally. But I love being able to share what we know, what we do in our real life. We do that. We do that with kids. And this is it's just different. It's not kids, but it's an extension of that. And some people are going to like it, and some people aren't. As long as I like it and you like it, we'll keep doing it. Yeah. And I'm glad you guys are here. So first episode of the restart of Good Morning Disney. I hope you liked it. I had fun. Knowledge is power. Amen, Jackie. That's a great way to end. And I don't know why it scares people away. And I like talking about money because I think my inspiration for accumulation is distribution, as our pastor has taught me. I love that. Mm-hmm. And if that scares people away, go hide. Resort budgeting in the house. Disney earnings coming out today, I think. Resort budgeting. Boy, I got some more free Levi. You still getting free Levi? It's pretty good. I got like $100 worth of free, or like $80 worth of free Levi now.
That's fun.
Bolton Mraz, I'm sorry to say goodbye right as you pop in, but welcome in. I'm glad you're here. American Idol, cool. You've always got a cool announcement, Bolton Mraz. I'm glad. Happy birthday and happy anniversary. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I want to be here when I can. I was born in Oh, nice. You were born in California? Where about, Charles? West Covina, California. Lived in the Valley, actually a Valley boy. And then Redlands. And then I grew up in San Diego. Anyway, but with that, come back, Charles, and tell me next time. We got to go. I got some stuff I got to do. I know that Myers and the Mouse is live. Pat Flynn's live talking about league magnets, if you're interested in that. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. You don't have to go. You can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle. Anything you want to say to people before we say goodbye?
We'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate you. Members, Ninja Mode watchers, moderators, everybody who's been here, thanks for spending a little time. Whittier, nice. I know Whittier well. I sold insurance to the Boys and Girls Club of Whittier back in the day. I don't do that anymore, thank goodness. But I know Whittier well. Anyway, Missy D, thanks for being here. Charles, thanks for being here. Hitchhiking Bones, thanks for being here. Mar, thanks for being here. Jackie, everybody. So I know I'm missing people. I'm glad you were here. Have a great day. Be safe. Wash your hands. Fear's a lying liar. Don't believe it. See you soon.